Hey, light children, and welcome back to the Artist Corner. It is now December. Girl, I keep messing up my date. I believe it's the 16th. Yes, it is. It's the 16th. Oh my God, we're getting through this month so fast. So for December 16th, if you are on the Instagram page, you already know what we're talking about. But if you've been locked in on the YouTube channel, we are talking about budgeting as an independent artist. Whew, I know I told you we was gonna get here, and this one is gonna be a lengthy one because budgeting is crazy, okay? Because you don't have a label backing you up. You are the label and you are the artist, so you need to figure that out. And budgeting isn't about limiting your creativity, and a lot of artists get lost in it, like, oh, if I don't have the money to do this and I can't do that. And I'm not gonna lie and say that I haven't been there before. Like, there's times where I literally changed an entire thing that I was gonna do because I felt like I couldn't do it because I didn't have the money to buy certain things. So we need to rewire our brains, and like, it doesn't limit our creativity. You just gotta switch up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta figure it out. So, but budgeting is about making your vision sustainable. Something that you can constantly keep doing and going back to, right? So we're gonna break this down. I already broke it down on our Instagram, but we're gonna break it down again for the YouTubers, just in case you didn't catch it, you missed it. It's essentials versus extras, where to DIY plus where to invest, planning costs over time. Okay? Your art deserves funding, not vibes. It deserves funding. It deserves it. And tell yourself that. Like, look at him and says, my art deserves funding. My art deserves funding. One more time. My art deserves funding because it's important. Okay? So, let's talk about some stuff. One thing that you need to realize as a musical artist, because we're going to talk about budgeting here, as far as the other mediums, I'm not super familiar with too much of it, but I feel like kind of the same things or realms will apply. If you're an artist, like a painter or a podcaster or influencer creator, a filmmaker, you're going to need to have some type of studio or space in order to do these things, right? So either you're paying for that or you've created it in your own home, right? So for musical artists, you need to look at your recording costs. How big is this project? Are you doing a 5-song EP? Are you doing 3 songs? Are you doing a single? Because recording costs matters. How are you budgeting for that recording cost? Are you talking to the producer and coming up with a game plan in order for you to financially fund this? Do you have sponsors to help you fund this? What are you doing to propel yourself in a way that you're not stressed out later about funding for recording, right? Second, visuals. How are you getting your visuals? Do you have a videographer on retainer? Do you have a friend who went to school for this, who is willing to help you out and build their portfolio while you are also building your portfolio? Like, if you have that connection, like if you went to school for this and music and all that, or you just went straight into it, you're gonna meet videographers that are up and coming. You're gonna meet instrumentalists that are up and coming. You're gonna meet these people. So your best bet is to lock in with them and help each other build a network. I have several friends that have literally done that. They literally have built a whole network within themselves so that they all get paid. It's very smart. The next thing would be distribution. Every single artist, no matter what medium you're in, you're gonna have to figure out your distribution point. Is it gonna be a free distributor? Is it something that you pay monthly? Do you work with a studio who asks for administrative agreements with you where they do the distribution for you, but they get a percentage in order to handle all that paperwork and all that business side? Like, do they get a percentage of your work? So that's something else financially to like think about. And these are the things where you're gonna probably have either a max cost or a minimum cost. Like, it just kind of depends on who you network with and who you talk to and how you move around in those sectors, right? And then the next thing is promotional budget. Like, how much money are you willing to put towards promoting yourself? This is your marketing campaign. These are, do you have somebody else making your promo videos, or are you asking a videographer to just send you the raws and you just make it yourself because you learned how to use Final Cut Pro, or you use CapCut, or you use some type of, or the iPhone? I think there's like a app on iPhone that you can use to like do your editing yourself. Are you doing a good chunk of the work by yourself so that your cost is low, right? And then, like I've already kind of mentioned, barter, collab versus paid services. It is very easy to find people who are willing to collab with you and barter than to stress about having to pay for services. And in any realm you can find somebody who is willing to barter with you or collab with you because they're on the rise as well, that is going to be your fastest and easiest way to get in this industry. So let's talk about this a little bit, because budgeting for me has been very interesting. And if you are on the Instagram page, I literally put in the comments, and I already have it here in the comments, or not the comments, but the description as well, that if you want a cost breakdown or a budgeting breakdown or the things you should be looking for within a budget, comment below budget, and I'll go ahead and shoot you the budget breakdown so that you can kind of have an idea of what you're looking for, how much is approximate cost, and all those things. Like, I have those breakdowns for you. I have breakdowns from the first video up until this one. I have a few things that will be available for a donation fee. If you would like to donate to the cause, donate to what I'm doing, and getting this information for you, it is donate what you can. My Cash App and my Venmo information will be on the YouTube channel down below in the description box. And just, help your friend out and donate to the cause. I do have all this stuff. So if you want this, the budgeting list, put budget, donate what you can to the information that is being given, and let's support each other. So we're going to talk a little bit about budgeting. Okay, so what's essential? Essentials are, if you are an independent artist and you don't have the privilege of working with your recording studio. So for me, I have the privilege of working with my recording studio because I put in time and effort into the studio in order to get a few things allotted to me. I have paid money here at the studio. I have brought clients into this studio. I have worked like a year at this studio as an administrative assistant in order to get a little bit of allotted things to me. Now, none of this stuff is for free. I still have to pay my dues and like put things on it, but because of the things that I added to this place, I have been able to do a few things and get a few privileges. But like I said, this is called bartering. This is collaborative work. And I also had paid services, so I put a lot in order to be able to take out. I remember somebody told me that life is like a bank, or your job is like a bank. You can't keep pulling stuff out of it if you haven't deposited anything into it. And I deposited time into it. I deposited money into it. I deposited people into it. Like, I poured into this place enough to where I can pull a little bit out. I can ask for help. I can ask for favors. So, essentials. In-ears. If you are a musical artist, in-ears are essentials. Okay? That is, save the money for it. If you are in the Colorado area and you have been rocking with me, you are an artist, and you would like some information about in-ears, I have an amazing doctor who will do an ear exam and all this. And if you have insurance, it can be covered by insurance, which is awesome. And I believe for anybody who's in the music industry, where you're an instrumentalist, a a musician, singer, whatever it is, get you in-ears, because it's going to save your ears in the long run, especially for the longevity of being a musician. Okay? Because my parents are actually like bad at hearing. Like my mom cannot hear right now because her ears have been blown out from floor monitors and not having in-ear equipment. Okay? So in-ears are essentials. Put money towards it. Put it aside. Extras would be, oh, I just have to have this outfit for this show. That's extra. Because you don't. I have had a friend literally wear pretty much the same style. Sorry about that, y'all. I had a little bit of another malfunction. The gimbal went out, so yeah. But anyway, like I was saying, I have another friend who literally wears typically the same style of outfit for almost all of the shows. So the outfit, yes, in the long run, in the longevity of things, will eventually be something that's essential. But when you start out as an independent artist, just kind of keep the same swag. If there are particular colors that you've picked for your branding, wear those colors. My particular branding was a lot of NASA stuff. And I was like, you know what? I have a NASA hoodie. I have a NASA sweatshirt. I have NASA pants. I have NASA shorts. I have friends gifted me some NASA stuff. I'ma just wear the NASA stuff until I can get the actual things that I want to wear from my style. Until then, I'm not trying to spend $150 on a whole outfit. That's crazy. Now, I have saved money for my big shows, for my friend who is a designer, to customize some of my outfits and have things that are one-off pieces. But it took time to get there. One of the pieces that I was gifted from her for a performance was because I was featured in one of their commercials, and she gave me the outfit after we finished the commercial for, you know, their brand. So it was like a collaborative thing, and she gave me the outfit out of the kindness of her heart after she made it. So like, those types of things is what I mean by bartering and collaborative. Like, there are ways to get stuff that you can use for your branding, for your stuff. I do have a shirt on, guys. Don't worry. It just sit low. That will propel in your longevity. So, what else is essential? I would say having your own mic will eventually become an essential, because, you know, you don't want your mouth on everybody on the mic that's at every venue because everybody didn't use it, you know, kind of thing. Eventually it'll become essential, but it's not essential right off the gates. It's just not. Having your own band, again, not necessarily right out the gates essential. Later on in your career, it may become an essential if you want a live band environment, but not necessarily essential right off the bat. It's an extra. And I know we see artists, because I had the same feeling, like, I want a band so bad. I want my own mic so bad. I want my own mic stand so bad. I want these things. These things will come. They're just not essential when you're starting, especially if you're in the first process of releasing your first album and you're really trying to put money and promotion towards that more so than the other parts of it, you know? Make that like a second year goal. Like, first year we're making an album, we're dropping the album, we're promoting the album. Second year we're doing shows and other things and getting in venues and like touring the album, right? So like, keep that in mind. Those things are extras at first. They're not necessarily essentials in the beginning of your artistry. Essentials, somebody to make your album cover. That's an essential. I do have on shorts too. Okay. That is an essential. Somebody to make your album cover is an essential. It is what I did in the beginning. I was making it myself, which was cool, but it is essential for eventually you to put money towards somebody to do your album cover. Typically doesn't cost a whole lot of money. Try to find somebody in the industry that you're friends with that may know how to do it. I did, my first album cover was done by a friend of mine who we found a picture together. We messed with different apps on our phones and made an album cover and figured it out. Like, you can do that. It is actually not that hard. Shoot, nowadays you can get Canva, type in album cover, and it will give you a bunch of different ones, and you pay what, $50 a month for Canva? And you can even get the free version where, you know, you could just edit it and do it yourself. So like, nowadays it is very easy for an artist to do stuff on their own. Essentials: having some type of editing software, whether that's CapCut, whether that's Final Cut Pro. That's an essential. You're gonna need to edit your own stuff in the beginning. You may not, like I said, you might have a camera guy how to point and shoot. That may be it. He may be a point and shoot type of camera guy, and you have to take it upon yourself to edit that work. How are you gonna edit it? How are you gonna make promo videos from it? So these are a few things to kind of think about in your journey. I want to talk to you guys about DIYs and how that looks and what that looks like, and where to invest. I'm gonna tell you, Amazon, as much as the world is where it is now, it's probably your best bet to find things fairly inexpensively so that you can sell it for twice the value, right? For instance, I bought socks. I got 50 pairs of socks for, I think, $34, right? And then I got a bunch of little iron-on astronaut stuff that I can just on the socks. I have a whole video. If you want to watch the whole video of how I did it, it's on my Instagram page. And I ironed on these stencils onto the socks, and I made them my own brand. I love space. I put space themes on the socks. Now I can sell those socks for a little bit more, make the money back that I spent for the socks on, and then some. So there are spaces where you can do it yourself. There are DIY projects you can make your own swag. If you can go get a pack of t-shirts, and if you are not that creative, get some stencils, paint on the shirts your name, or draw on the shirt some type of artwork, or go to a printer, somebody who knows how to do printing pressing. There's a bunch of people who do. You can look it up and say, oh, I already have the shirts, I just need this label printed on it. As simple as that. There's a lot of stuff as an artist you can do yourself without having to break the pocket. And DIY your own merch is one of them, okay? Especially in the beginning, you do not have to be so extravagant. Some people don't even have merch in the beginning. So wrap this up. Plan your costs over time. We talked about what's essential, some of the stuff. We talked about extra stuff, so that, and not a whole bunch, because you have to sit down and kind of plot that out for yourself. Like, what could be essential to me may not be essential to you. What would be extra to me may not be extra to you. You know what I'm saying? What could be a DIY for me may not be a DIY for you. Maybe you have other things that you're good at, that you could like utilize to make your swag. But overall, the whole point is planning this cost over time. It does not have to be done in a day. Your budget needs to be something that you prioritize the year before you get ready to drop a project. I'm learning this right now. Because a music video costs a lot of money. My very first music video that I made with my dad in Vegas cost over $4,000. And it really wasn't much to it. It was renting a house. It was going inside of a venue while they were actively in the venue. It was the camera guy and his assistant helping him with lighting and helping him with camera movement. Like, it was a lot of extra stuff. So, in $4,000 may not be a lot to some people in the industry who are doing these very extravagant music videos. So, like, make sure you prioritize and you budget what's important for you for this project to be successful. Do you want to make sure that your marketing has enough of a budget so that you can market your product? Do you want to make sure that you have enough backing for promo videos and content, and how that looks? Do you want to make sure that you can make at least some kind of money back in selling merchandise? What does it look like? This was another Artist Corner. I love you guys so much. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We're gonna make a little funny reel about it later. I love you guys so much, and we will see you next Tuesday here on the Artist Corner. Bye.